like ghosts. Those moments that even behind closed eyes can still raise goosebumps and stir the soul. Emotions.
A player receives advice about the refining of his game.
Saturday night baseball now from Southern California at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Tyler Skaggs will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times.
He's out. Ball 4, take the base. Out. First base.
At the plate, Casey Duke, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Casey Duke.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Angels have come back to tie things at 2.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Let's play ball. Out. 3. Out.
Stepping in, Casey Duke. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Pulled toward right center field. Heading after it is Margot. He makes the running play. 2 down. Now in the box, Manuel Margot. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Margot.
1-2. Here it comes. To short. Duke takes it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Let's play ball. 3. He's out. 3. Ball 4, take the base.
Here's Manny Machado now. Lifetime line against Trevor Cahill. He's 0 for 4.
Manny Machado.
Now the 1-1 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Standing in, Casey Duke comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Duke.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So stepping in, Johan Camargo. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Camargo.
in they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Stepping up to the plate,
Now
Casey
batting,
Duke. He
shortstop,
singled his last
Casey
time up.
Duke.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one into right. Renfro is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Padres, 11 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 20 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Garrett Richards. His record is now 8-8.
Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it starts right now. Jaime Barria is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Here's Manny Machado now. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Yeah, he's blasted 4 home runs in his last 10 games. And he's got that power stroke working right now.
This guy, nightmare to opposing pitcher. Power to all fields, and he'll take that ball away and drive it for opposite field power.
And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba, Andrelton Simmons. He's in the double digits.
At the plate, Greg Garcia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hosmer stands at first with 1 out. Down to short. This could be 2. Right to him. To second for 1. On to Morrison at first, but it's not in time, and they'll have to settle for 1. And now for the Angels, Casey Duke. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
It's really hard.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. So a base hit here to start. Leads the AL in that department. And the next in is Johan Camargo, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. 1 there. Over to Hosmer. A double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Casey Duke. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Margo's under it. And that's the second out of the inning. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total pack Eric Hosmer's game.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Well, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Franmil Reyes.
Drilled on the ground to short. The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short.
Ready once again, Casey Duke due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So after the leadoff base hit, they'll have his wheels to contend with here.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stop.
The Angels, the third baseman, Johan from Fargo.
No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. The relay, and he will beat the throw. It's second and third now with nobody out.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up 1 for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Kevin Smith will be next. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Striding in once again, Casey Duke. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Third baseman, Johan.
3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. Runners off for second, and he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. Throw over to first, runner back safely. Now the payoff pitch home. Runner going a second time. Skied into straightaway right. Renfroe giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Chisenhall.
The 1-2. Runners on the move for second. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Oh, and he misses it. So striding in, Kevin Smith, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 3-0. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's
the first baseman, number 9, Tommy Rosella.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, La Stella is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. Following this.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4, the final score. The San Diego Padres get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Joey Lucchesi earns win number 7 on the season. Nighttime baseball on tap from Comerica Park in Motown. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Detroit Tigers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jim Gage gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff, and when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Casey Duke, watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Here's the first pitch to him. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Throw won't get him.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, runs scored in ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now at the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He's hit in 8 straight games right now. Talk about fun to watch. Putting together a single here, a double there, doing all the things you need to do to keep this streak alive.
Logan Morrison.
Payoff pitch on its way. Fly ball to straightaway left. Stewart is there, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1-run. In now, Casey Duke, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Shoots this one over to first. Hicks scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now at the plate, Joel Manzanillo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Hey, listen, D-Row, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single, and hopefully that's a good.
At the plate, Oliver Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Catcher, Oliver Rodriguez.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. To short. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Ready now for L.A. Casey Duke. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright big time.
Ready to take his hacks again, Casey Duke, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, as we are all tied at 5. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit to short. Scooped up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Angels. Leading off the inning, Casey Duke, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Manzanillo moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Ronnie Rodriguez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
Rodriguez.
Now a ground ball. This should do it. Fielded. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. 7-5 tonight's final. The Angels came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Bruce Rondon records the save, his 9th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. From the home of the Tigers since 2000, we welcome you to Comerica Park here in the Motor City. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. So digging in now, Casey Duke watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
If you want to win the Triple Crown, you have to drive in a lot of runs, and this guy's done that.
And he can't pick it up cleanly. And the Rover in time to get the lead runner at second. So a heads-up play there to get that second out.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and collected a pair of hits. And he'll get back in safely. Duke is off at first with 2 away. He's running. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man. Striding in, Darwin Lugo. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Lugo.
Down towards short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Ready now, Casey Duke. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Copeland is after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with striding forward now is the DH, John Hicks. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Hit on the ground to short. Duke right. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Digging in, Casey Duke. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field. And this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Casey Duke will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive, fair ball down the line. The throw into second. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Now batting, Johan Camargo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Duke, base runner at first with 1 out. And there he goes towards second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand. Scoring position at second with 2 down.
Chisenhall.
And now the runner's trying for third. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Jeimer Candelario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The third baseman.
Here it comes on 1-1.
Candelario.
To the left side. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Digging in to try it again, John Hicks. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. Digging in, Casey Duke. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Duke.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Castellanos. 2 down.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Los Angeles used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Michael Walker earns win number 7 on the season. Chaz Rowe hammers down the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The loss goes to Jordan Zimmerman. He falls to 8-10.
Afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball is next. Miguel Almonte gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now at the plate, Casey Duke watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Winning the triple crown is really magical. Think about it. How many guys can hit for power, hit for average, and drive in runs? This guy's had a phenomenal season, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that he can win it.
So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in scuffling over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking for it.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes up. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera, batting
hitter.
300 for the series, 3 for 10.
Cabrera.
1 out, nobody on. Duke is calling for it. 2 down. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, this offense is eager to see Miguel Cabrera return to form. He's coming off a month where he hit in the low 200s. I mean, he barely put up any resistance at all. That's not what you expect for him, and I'm sure he's working hard to try to figure it out and turn things around.
Digging in now, Casey Duke, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Duke.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. Manzanillo is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Stepping up now, Darwell Lugo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Darwell Lugo.
Hit on the ground out to short. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going for it.
So the lineup flips over and now digging in, Joel Manzanillo. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely. Look for him to be on the attack early in the set-back.
1 there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chop.
Into the box, Jeimer Candelario. He flew out in his last at-bat. 7 runs on 12 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. In a line drive, but the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. Tigers get just the 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Tigers 7 and the Angels 2. Stepping into the box, Casey Duke. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And now a diving effort, but this is off the center fielder's glove. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
The designated hitter.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. 1-1, here it comes. Now Ohtani with a swing and a deep drive to right. Castellanos going back. Gone! A two-run home run off the bat of Shohei Ohtani. His third home run of the ball game, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Now at the plate, Darwell Lugo. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Darwell Lugo.
Bouncer to the left side. Camargo picks it up cleanly. Throw on to first, and Cahill's looking sharp here. 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Kristen Stewart. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Comes set with the 0-1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. There's 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. We've played 8 full. Tigers lead this one 8-4. Striding into the box, Casey Duke. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the stretch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Manzanillo racing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
You're looking for what this game was decided? That's pretty easy. It was the big 4th inning. That was the big turning point, and they made it stand up.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Boston Red Sox. Eduardo Rodriguez gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at...
Now to the plate, Casey Duke. The watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively.
So now the Angels cleanup batter, Casey Duke. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Casey Duke.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Betts moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise in the upper minors. Digging in the switch hitter, Casey Duke. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Angels strand one. They trail this one 1-0. Next up for the Red Sox, Blake Swihart, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. On the ground towards short. Duke. And that's out number one. So bases are empty here with two gone. And that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Bouncer to the left side. To his left, Sanchez. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Ready for another chance. Casey Duke, fourth trip
now
to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. 2 gone. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Boston led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Eduardo Rodriguez hangs win number 11 on his line as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort.
2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error.
Sunday afternoon. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the things this guy does he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Pedroia has it. Galvis on the smoke in time for an inning-ending double play. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Now the Red Sox will get their shot, no score. Here's Justin Smoke now. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Justin.
Here now the 2-2. Right side, defense aligned perfectly, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that.
So coming to the plate, Blake Swihart. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Comes set. The 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Standing in, Andrew Benintendi. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line, but and there's 1 away. And with one away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division. Digging in for his second at-bat, Casey Duke. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Skied into straightaway right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number one. Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise. Striding in for Boston, Justin Smoke, a base hit in his first trip.
The first baseman, Justin.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Played on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the first down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Casey Duke, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. Bradley will back up and put this away for a long out. Into the box now, Casey Duke, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this. So 2 runs. Into the box now, Mookie Betts for his career in this matchup. He's 0 for 4.
The right fielder, Mookie.
The 1-2. Come up. Duke shading to his right. He's got it 1 away. Stepping into the box, Rafael Devers.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Hit on the ground out for short. Throw gets him, 2 down. So striding forward now Casey Duke.
Casey Duke.
First pitch on its way. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And it's gone into the monster seats. So a 3-run shot to left center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an 11.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
8-3. Now from the home of the Angels for nearly a half-century, there's a look inside Angels Stadium of Anaheim. The calendar has turned to September, and we're ready for baseball between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Casey Duke.
Let's play ball. Out.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. It was a 2-for-5 effort from him in the series finale on Sunday.
Altuve.
Ground to second base. This could be two. The second for one. On to Morrison at first, but it's not in time, and they'll have to settle for one. Coming to the plate now, Casey. And his team fighting to stay in the playoff hunt. He continues his personal quest for a batting crown.
And when this guy's ABs night in, night out, he has given his team at least a chance to stay in this playoff race. Not only that, he's given himself a chance to potentially be a batting champion.
That gets down, and the inning will continue. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here. Striding in for Houston, Jed Jerko. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Popped high in the air. Duke is underneath this one. Oh, and he misses it. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for two. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in his career line against Waka. He's got 3 base hits in 27 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 12 times as well. Shot on the ground is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves it. Runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Astros on top, 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Casey Duke. He reached on a single in his first try. McHugh gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field. Next up for the Stros, Jose Altuve. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now. Casey Duke. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might like.
Settling in now, George Springer.
The center fielder, George Springer.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Plate, Jose Altuve, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Jose Altuve.
0-1, here it comes. Rounded to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in and looking for more, Casey Duke. He's got 2 hits on the day, and in the heat of the race for the batting title, that's exactly the kind of line he wants to have.
But you see the look in this guy's eye when he comes to the plate. 2 hits isn't enough. He's getting greedy up at the plate. He knows what's at stake. He wants a batting crown.
Grounded to first. There is Jerko, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1, the final score.
5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left.
Wednesday night baseball on the show from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Houston Astros. Skaggs, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
All the way back from Tommy John surgery. Fastball almost where it was before he had surgery. Not an overpowering guy. Low to mid-90s fastball. Big overhand curveball. If you're looking at out pitch, and if he's on, curveball is the pitch that he gets a lot of swings and misses and most of his strikeouts. Very underrated quality pitcher in Tyler Skaggs.
Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You know, Alex Bregman is someone this club is hoping will turn it around. He had only one.
Digging in, Casey Duke, with less than a month to play and his team fighting to stay in the playoff hunt, he continues his personal quest for a batting crown.
And when this guy's ABs night in, night out, he has given his team at least a chance to stay in this playoff race. Not only that, he's given himself a chance to potentially be a batting champion.
And that's going to get down out there. And the run will score as the Angels grab the early 1-0 lead. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title. Has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. To the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Runners off for second. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Reddick has it in his sights, and that ends. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's got 3 base hits in 23 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Here now the 2-2. Shot here out toward short. One there. Relay to first. Retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Astros 2 and the Angels 1. And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Stassi, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground to first, we'll see if they can get 2. There's 1. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. Now in the box, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Score here as we play inning number 3. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's George Springer. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He carries a .308 batting average. He's also hit 3 home runs. And There's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of...
Stepping in, Casey Duke. He singled his last time up.
Casey.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to short. That's through for a base hit. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
So stepping in, Johan Camargo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Johan Camargo.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Runners on the move for second. A bouncer to the left side. Bregman has it. A tag for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Standing in, Casey Duke, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And the runner at third. Reagan on at first with 2 down. Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Angels get just at the plate. Max Stassi comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Stassi.
Hard on the ground toward short. And there's out number 2. And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on it. Hard liner on a hop to second for 1. On to Morrison, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. Not too many. And now for the Angels, Casey Duke. He's got 2 hits on the day, and in the heat of the race for the batting title, that's exactly the kind of line he wants to have.
But you see the look in this guy's eye when he comes to the plate. 2 hits isn't enough. He's getting greedy up at the plate. He knows what's at stake. He wants a batting crown.
Bregman gloves it, throws in time, and that stepping up to the plate, Max Stassi. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right. Double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So 1 run here on 2 hits. Ready once again, Casey Duke. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful. Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
So striding in, Johan Camargo. This one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Oh, and they've got him picked off.
You know the defense wants that play back. They had him totally picked off. Couldn't finish him off. We'll see if that comes back to bite him here.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Popped straight up. Correa is under it. He makes the catch, and the winning run is a one-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. Houston get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Roberto Osuna gets the win in relief, his second of the year.
13 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men.
Now from the longtime home of the Halos, we've got baseball from Orange County, California. Today, a contest from the AL West between at the plate. See the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. For second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Casey Duke, with less than a month to play and his team fighting to stay in the playoff hunt. He continues his personal quest for a batting crown.
And when this guy's AB's night in, night out, chance to stay in this playoff race. Not only that, he's given himself a chance to potentially be a batting champion.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is playing well right now, and they got their ace on the mound. This guy has unbelievable stuff, and I can't underestimate the fact that this is a day game. We are creatures of habit. Guys are used to playing 7 o'clock games at night and rolling out of bed around 12, 1 o'clock and heading to the yard. Instead, they're going to get late at that time. I hope these guys got out of bed and got a few cups of coffee in them.
Coming to the plate now, Johan Camargo, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Comes set, the 0-1. Popped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Striding in once again, Casey Duke. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Springer at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off. So a solo shot here to left center field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Casey Duke, and their runners at the corners now.
Yeah, man, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
And a fair ball as this one gets to the wall. And the run is in to score from third. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. And the next in is Johan Camargo. His line against Justin Verlander, he's 1 for 5. He's running smoke toward third. Bregman fields it cleanly. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs. And now at the plate, Jason Castro. And back third of this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any. As we're moving late into this one, a perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
The second baseman.
Castro at third. Brantley on second. Diaz at first. 1 gone. Chased one there as this is bounced to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run is scored. Now a long throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-Roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI.
Now at the plate, Casey Duke 3 for 3 on the day and turning in yet another big performance in the midst of a race for the batting crown.
And I guarantee you every guy in that dugout right now has told him the exact same thing I told every one of my teammates who had 3 knocks going into their last.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. 2-run shot to straightaway center, his second home run of the game. Stepping in, Jason Castro. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. Now the 0-1. Ground toward the left. Camargo's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 2 left for the Astros. Score remains steady at 6-4.
But it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
A 1-run game, 6-5, the final today. Los Angeles jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Shane Carl gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Chaz Rowe wraps it up for the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels. 6 runs on 12 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men.
Just off the Orange Freeway, we're here live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, it's the 2nd of this 3-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Number 11 looks to gain ground in the race for an AL batting title right after Shohei Ohtani, the right starting assignment in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in his last start,
In now for Cleveland, Francisco Lindor. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard.
This guy's had a super good season up to this point. Kind of on the outside looking in as far as the RBI title goes. Right now, Dero, he's 4th in the league at runs batted in.
You know, it's amazing, Dan. We've chronicled him all
Emoji
season.
rolling on the floor laughing.
To the plate, if there's some ducks on the pond, it changes the approach at the dish.
So the first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that.
So runners at first and second here with one away, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. One there onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations.
She cries.
Ready now for L.A. Casey Duke watches fully in effect these days.
Emoji face with raised eyebrow. I can't hear you. Speak louder,
He
please.
leads all 3 categories.
It's really hard to put together one of those monumental seasons. This guy's got a shot at the Triple Crown, hitting well over 300 in his last 10 games.
So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league. Hello and welcome to MLB The Show. I'm Matt.
Holy smokes. That's better.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco. He also has 1 home run.
A little bit.
3-2 pitch. Runner goes. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Luplow ranging back, and it's gone.
Home run. It's a home run.
So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number.
Home run number 5 million.
So digging in now, Casey Duke. Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Lewis Hanks. Ready with the 0-1. And on the ground is short. Could be 2. There's 1. On to first, but no, not in time, as he really took a tumble at second base, letting go of that ball. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Duke is in his tracks now. 1 down.
1 out.
Ready now, Casey Duke, and he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled off.
Ooh.
I didn't hear what you said earlier. What happened?
Sent out to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Absolutely jumped all over that bat. So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards as their guys have taken the first two of this three-game series. A win tomorrow, and they can break out the brooms.
This will be my last game. I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the finale of this three-game.
You should ask 21 about my TikTok.
Michael Wacha gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're going to look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn.
Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone. So a three-run blast to deep center here. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Angels have taken a 3-0
She deleted you from
lead.
TikTok.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B.
And next will be the
Emoji rolling on the
Tyler
floor
Naquin.
laughing.
He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Is she for real?
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport. Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
I don't know what I did.
Digging in, Casey Duke. He went deep in his first
You
at
need to
bat.
get off from TikTok, you old. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
They've been shut down other than that.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So no runs here on 2 base hits. No errors. And a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Angels 3 and the Indians nothing. Casey Duke will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate.
Weird. I don't know.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field.
He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark.
Now batting, Casey Duke. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And
yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
4-2 the final score today. The Los Angeles Angels posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Michael Wacha earns his 8th victory of the season. Chaz Rowe earns the save out of the bullpen, his 13th of the year.
Alright, buddy. I'm going to get off right now. Go to bed. You know, I'm tired. Alright.